Hey sports fans, Joe Daniels, aka Boy Gone Bad, your favorite horrible archer coming to you, with Molly, of course, my beautiful dog. Oh, and Olive. You can't, pet one without petting the other. So Olive's out here with me. Finally, I haven't shot in a couple of weeks because the weather's been pretty nasty. A lot of rain, awful lot of rain, and I've been working a lot. Look at Molly trying to steal the camera there. Come on, girls, go lay down. Go lay down. Come on. Go lay down. Go get that dog. Go get that dog. What's that dog doing? Go get that dog. So, where was I? Well, I've been very busy this summer, so I haven't put too many videos together, and sorry about that. But I've been actually shooting a lot, shooting an awful lot. There's a new bow, and what I wanted to show you was my new wrap that I made. I wrapped the handle. See that? Paracord wrap. Made it nice and chunky. I like a nice thick handle, so you're not choking it all up. It almost forces you to shoot with an open hand, so you're not gripping it too tight. Not that there's anything wrong if you grip it a little tight. I'm not one of those people that say you got to go by the book and hold it like a little pansy. And that's not a dig to anybody. But anyway, I did that to my new Falcon recurve and my ASDW recurve. And I really like it. I didn't make this one as chunky. I just wrapped it twice. That one I wrapped 3 times. And I really enjoy shooting it. It's a lot nice, or easier, I guess I should say, on the hand, rather than the plastic grip handles that they come stock with. And the reason why I did that too was it was in the middle of here, I'll show you. In an attempt to be a better archer, I was shooting way over. My goal was at least 100 to 150 arrows a day. I took 5 weeks, 30 days, and I wanted to get in 4,500 shots within the month, and this is what I did. This is what I did. This is the end result. I wound up shooting 7,863 shots over a course of 35 days, gives me 224.65 shots a day. How could you do that, Joe? Well, I did that over a few hours a day. I had the time because I'm a school bus driver. I'm off during the summer. All I get is a couple trips here and there. How do you like my shirt, by the way? Hey, I wonder how many billion we're going to be sending over to Israel now that they're in a war. This Ukraine garbage. Nobody even knew Ukraine existed yet. You got all these. I stand with Ukraine. I stand with Russia. That's who I stand with. I say Putin is the man. Anyway, don't get me involved with this. 7,863 shots. And then when I went back to work, to date, I shot about another 1,355 shots, giving me a total of 9,218 shots. I say this because one of my new subscribers had asked me to do a video on building one of my braided fishing line strings, and that's what I'm going to do. So this string has almost 10,000 shots on it, 9,200, we'll say. I don't know how long the string's going to last, but it looks like the day I made it. And this has been some rough mileage on this. This isn't almost 10,000 or 9,500 shots over the course of 2 years or a year or a year and a half. It's been done in basically the last 7 weeks. So it would be over a course of about 2 months. So now my ASDW, that string, that's almost 2 years old. So I don't know how many shots are on this. Quite a few. Probably a little bit more than this one. But this string is almost 2 years old. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a look at them. And I'm going to show you what my strings look like after 2 years, or a year and a half maybe. Yeah, it's about 2 years I've had that string. I bought that bow. I posted a video about a year ago, almost a year and a half ago. So I've had it for about 2 years. And this one I've just had for a few months. I got it in the beginning of the summer, in the middle of July or end of July it was. So let's do that. We're going to take a look at it. Now I do want to say this. I want to make a disclaimer here. I make my bowstrings out of fishing line, braided fishing line that is, usually 90 to 100 pound tests. These are both 90 pound tests, and they're only 12 strands each. This one I will show you. I made 3 colors. It's multicolor, 3 different colors, 2 strands each. One of them may be 3, but it only comes out to be about 12 or 13 strands. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm telling you that's what I do. I haven't had one ever blow up. I've had I don't even have one fraying. But again, my oldest strings are about 2.5, 3 years old. That's about as long as I've been doing archery. But getting back to all those shots over the 5-week period, what it did do for me is it made my shoulders better. They feel a lot looser now, and I don't have the shoulder problems that I used to have, although they're very tight. But they loosen up a lot better, and I don't have that problem where I shoot too many and then I got to take time off. I did take some time off, but it made me shoot from 12 yards, which was my sweet spot, and I'd never go past 15 yards. Now I'm shooting a sweet spot of like about 16 yards is where I shoot from just about all the time now. And when I feel a little punchy, I'll go 20, 22 yards. I don't see the need to go any further than that for a trad bow. If I'm hunting, I'd probably still try to hit something within 10 to 12 yards if I want to take something out with a broadhead or something. Could I take it or hit it? Would I feel comfortable or confident at 15 yards? Yes, I would now. Whereas before my little experiment, no, I wouldn't have. But anyway, I think for the most part it did make me a better archer, and I'm happy that I did it this summer. So you know what? I'm going to stop the cameras. I'm going to unstring these. Let's take a look at the strings, okay? Okay, sports fans, so we're back, and I've got both of the bows on a table, unstrung. So if we look at this one here together, my newest one from the Falcon Recurve, and let's just spin it some more. I already did spin it a little bit. You can see, I mean, string looks pretty, looks like it's brand new. You got to remember, this string is meant to be sitting in salt water, right? 90 to 100 pound test, and this is it. This is my string. Okay, this is it. Again, from the amount of shots that this string's been taken, I've already had to, there's a little camouflage tape. It's the same type of tape that I used to camouflage this bow with. It's the same stuff. The ASDW. Now let's take a look at this string. This is almost, well, it's 2 years old, and I don't know. Look at it. The fibers on this string look just as good as the day I made it. And how many shots are on this string? I have no idea. I don't know. But I would bet there's over 10,000 shots on it. Let me try to come in here and pull this apart a little bit. It doesn't want to unwind. It's pretty tight. But so here's the strings. And they're, I mean, come on. It looks like the day I made it. It really does. And there's no fraying. There's no nothing. Here's my hard knots that I put on that, I'm not the best string maker, but they last. They don't blow up, they don't break, and they work. They work well, just like, well, even better than the string that came with this Falcon recurve, and a couple other strings that I've bought that were professionally made, you know. But and this, you know, I mean, you know, multicolored, I think it turned out nice. I like it. I really like it a lot. Pretty good, huh? So my next video, boys and girls, is going to be me making one of my strings. I'm going to make another string for this Falcon recurve. So when this one does eventually look like it needs to be replaced, then I think that's going to be many years down the road. I'm going to have another replacement for it. Actually, I've already made another one, but I'll make a third one. Can't have enough strings, you know. It's always good to have a backup. None of my strings on any of my bows have ever blown up. Yeah, so again, none of my strings have ever blown up, and I'm not a great string builder. I'll show you how I do it. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm not going to bore you with a video that's going to be 2.5, 3 hours long of me making a bowstring, but I'll break it down so that you can tell exactly how I make mine and what I do to make it. I'll show you my jig that I've made to make it a little bit easier, and I just do it all by hand. I don't have any special tools or equipment that some people use. I just do the windings myself. Again, here's my bow, my handles. I think they turned out pretty darn good. I really like them on both bows. And the strings. So, sports fans, I'm going to make a video. The next video that I make is going to be about making a Joe Daniels braided fishing line bowstring. And again, I only make them about 12 or 14 strands because, well, if you do the math, 90 pounds times 12 strands or 14 strands comes out to be how many? And for a 40 or a 45 pound bow, you only need about, you know, something that's going to withstand 45 times 5 is what? 250, 300, 400, you know, I mean, it's overkill what I'm using. So as you can see, these strings, this one here is over 2, I'm hoping you can see it. Yeah, there it is. So this one's over 2 years old. Looks perfect. Nothing wrong with it. And I mean, the finger savers are falling apart. And this one is brand new, but it's got almost 10,000 shots through it, and it looks pretty darn good if you ask me. Anyway, that'll be my next video. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy the next. God bless you.